Hello. How are we doing? I'm gonna let people trickle in for a second here. Gonna have to get some links going too. Let me get people my live stream link. So we're gonna grab this. We're gonna head to the Discord. Go to announcements and we're going to say at live streaming live. We'll do that. And then we will. What's up, Voltairel? What is Ligma? You're making an AI? Yeah, that's the plan today. Alright, let me grab my Twitch link and also give that to the people. Also, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, I think you can hear me. Can you hear me and can you hear the music? One for yes. Okay. Sweet. All right, I just pinged my people. I just let them know. All right, sweet. And I gotta go back to the YouTube video I was on.
In this course, you will learn.
Perfect. Okay. First of all, how is everybody doing today? What's up, Night Not Night? You are the first in Twitch. How we doing? It's so late for you? How late could it be? Oh, what? You gotta go to bed? You gotta catch a couple of Z's? Be a man. Stay up all night. Watch me stream. I'm playing Deltarune, could not have been worse timing. Oh, sorry, buddy. Sorry, Nariman. You're going to school? Like right now, you're leaving for school? The time is just past midnight? Is my camera shaking? Wait, what is the music in the background? Oh, that's probably too loud, huh? Let me get some actual music going here. Why are UFO noises playing? Good question. I don't know why they were played. I'm gonna get claimed for some of these songs, but you know what? Screw it. Whenever I move around too much, your camera shakes. It's probably me. I got a pretty wobbly desk and monitor. That's all right. Oh my God, Lartman Luke is here. I remember this guy. What's up, Mathis? How we doing? Oh, also I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my AC unit is vibrating. Let me see if I can fix that. Maybe if I turn the fan down? If I turn it off and turn it back on? What if Lartman Luke is actually Rare Luke? I think they're different people. I'm pretty confident. Turn this on Flash Cool. Doing good? I'm also doing good. I'm excited. We're going to be working on a project for a video today, but I thought I'd try something new. You're doing amazing, Night Not Night. That's awesome. What is an AI? Well, we're about to find out. Yeah, I thought I'd do something new. I'm just going to do some coding on stream. I'm going to be watching a YouTube series on how to make an AI, and you guys can hang out with me and chit chat while we learn this stuff. How does that sound? Is that okay with everybody? Did we make your week? Yeah, it's pretty funny. I mean, it's a little freaky, I'm not gonna lie. You guys can hang out with me. True, we're all in Lartman Luke's chat. What language are you using for this? So that's an interesting question. I'm gonna be using Python, but I'm gonna be following a tutorial in JavaScript. So we're gonna have to do a bit of adaptation. Are you an epic Luke? I don't know. Pretty standard Luke, I think. Pretty standard guy. We're all learning together. Do you guys want to learn today? You on board for some learning? So let me quiet that down. All right, we got 30 people hanging out. Should we just jump into it, guys? Or do you have any questions for me today before we get going? Learn Kotlin. Hey, Luke. Why there is no good video explaining how to make an AI I know how to code, but I can get making AI yet because I have no idea how it works. The video I link in my AI video by ScentDex was a pretty good tutorial. Luke is the Roaring Knight. What does that mean, bro? Sensei Luke is going to teach us. What's up, Shark Wrangler? Yo, are you posting a video on this later? Probably. The plan is this is eventually going to make its way into part of the main channel video, but there's going to be a twist that you guys won't be aware of until the video comes out. I love you? Bro, you are being way too parasocial right now. Just kidding. Love you too. That's supposed to be a heart. Go 3 blue, 1 brown. Oh, true. He is a good... Is that so much a tutorial on how to make a neural network, or is that more so like conceptually how they work? Give us tutorials. You guys want me to make tutorials? I'm not a software engineer. Your mustache is very handsome. Thank you. People, I'd say this all the time, but people hate it on the mustache. No conceptual. Not sure what you mean by that. What's up, Steven? Scent hiding for 10 joules. Don't know what that means. Luke, by being here, I'm testing your bot, Nightbot. Usually breaks when I'm in live chat. Interesting. Yeah, put it to the test. Make sure it works. Also, guys, for anyone who didn't hear, I've made the tragic decision to cancel the 24-hour live stream on Saturday. I was preparing for it. I was doing a bunch of practice on LeetCode, and I was trying to like test the pace that I would need to go at to get it done in 24 hours. I'm so sorry. And it just, first of all, I would have to focus so hard. I would not be able to talk much, and it just was miserable. And I'm just not ready. So, yeah. I need some more time. Someday I'll do it, but it's okay. You forgive me. When do you make AI sports bet machine? 3 blue, oh, 3 blue, 1 brown. His videos are conceptual, but not tutorial. But you can't apply the theory afterwards. I see, I see. No 24-hour stream. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. How are you not a programmer? You literally made an AI beating Mario. I'm not a software engineer. I'm not a professional programmer. This is a... I mean, I want to say hobby for me, but I suppose you could call it a side hustle for me now, because I make money off the channel. When are you going to get the low taper fade? Do you guys think I should get a low taper fade? I kind of like the haircut I have now, low-key. What are we making this time? We are going to be making... Well, we're going to be following a tutorial about how to make a car that... Or make an AI that, like, drives a little 2D car around a track. But I'm going to do my own adaptation along the way. What's up, Luca? Oh my gosh. I don't think I've seen you in a chat in a minute. But I've seen your name on my members list forever. It's good to see you here. I think you might be my first member I ever had, actually. So it's super cool to see you. Oh, also, does anyone want a free membership? Should I give some away? 1, if I should give away some memberships. 2 for no. If this is your hobby, what's your main share? Unk's got a day job. 111. Sorry, Twitch, I'm not partnered. I can't give away subs. We get a lot of ones. Okay, let me see this. I know there's a way for me to give away memberships. Membership gifting. Okay. I only have the option to give away 5, it seems like. Wait, is Bog here? Hold on. Did someone say Bog is here? Oh my gosh, he's here! What's up, Bog? Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. It's so great to see you, dude. I'm excited for what's to come. If you know, you know. Okay, I need to stop having ADHD, and I need to send a 5. Here we go, guys. Best of luck. Enjoy. Have you ever wanted to work in big tech? Oh, yo! Nova got one. Let's go. Yo, you got one too. That's huge. Sorry, Bog. You were not lucky. So you're excited too? Sweet. Yeah. It's going to be fun. My first time doing anything like that, so I'm excited. Okay, so you guys want to watch some videos and learn some coding? Shall we jump into it? Sorry, I'll give 5. I have 5 more to give away. We'll do it soon, okay? Someone will get them. All right. Let's jump into it. So I have this tutorial here. Which scene do I want? Let's do this. and we're gonna begin learning, and I'm gonna give some live commentary while I'm learning. Oh, don't leave us. Yeah, I'm ready. What AI are you making? Today we're gonna make an AI that drives. We're gonna try to get through this entire 2-hour video. So it might be a long stream.
How to build.
Also, guys, let me pause my music. It's been a minute since I've coded on stream, so I'm curious to see how this is gonna go today. Should I turn up my desktop audio a bit? Tell me if you can hear bro explaining things.
Self-driving car simulation by making every component.
Try to make Minecraft from scratch in this or next live stream. I will legit donate 100. Yeah, you gotta stop spamming, bro.
Yourself with no libraries.
That video is like the length of my longest ever stream. Yeah, you can hear them all right? Okay.
You will also learn about modern JavaScript techniques. Radu teaches this course. He has a PhD in computer
Time to learn.
science,
Whoa, look at this
and is one
guy.
of the more creative tech
He was just
YouTubers
doing like
out
a...
there.
Hi, I'm Radu.
A bit louder, I think.
Self-driving car, no libraries, JavaScript course.
Can you hear him?
It's a course where I teach you how to make a self-driving car. Duh. And we'll do it
Already
without
bored,
using
see
any
ya?
kind
Okay,
of libraries,
alright.
so that
You don't have to
really
hang out.
understand what's going on under the hood.
Would you do challenges in streams
Now,
to
before
spice
you
it
say
up?
anything,
Yeah, probably.
It won't be a real car.
Hey, Luke, what got you
drive
into coding?
outside. But making this kind of simulation is maybe
I
even
wanted to
harder
make chess.
than doing it for real.
Okay, so this is what we're going to be making, guys. Do you see this car? We're going to make something like this, but we're going to put our own twist on it.
Let me explain.
Well,
In
also, I
this
should start
course, you
recording.
learn how to implement
Ooh, do you guys... Yo, Lucas sent a membership. Oh, and Divine sent a flower. Let's go. I don't know how jewels work, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much, you guys. It's good to see you, Divine, by the way. Okay, also, I need to record... I need to start recording locally. Thank you so much, Luca. That's so kind. Keep up with the content. Yeah, man, that's the plan. It's been going so well. It's been really exciting. Okay. So let me start recording locally. Guys, if this lags the stream, let me know, okay? All right. I'm going to do a YouTube intro, okay? Hello, everybody. If you're watching this video, that means that you are a member. We are going to try to make this into a members-only video, just like we used to. So thank you for doing that. We're about to jump into it. We are live right now, which is a little different than how I normally do things, but we are going to be coding a self-driving car with JavaScript. No, not with JavaScript. We're going to be using Python. We're going to adapt it. So let's jump into it. This is all leading up into something big, but you guys will know.
simple physics to move the car. In the beginning, we'll control the car ourselves.
Yeah, everyone
using
say
the
hi,
keyboard
YouTube.
To get the field that we want. I'll also teach how
Car,
to
but it's
create
in
the
chess.
road
Yo,
and how to
chess
follow
too,
the
but there's
car on the
cars.
road, like a drone is
All right,
filming
let's
it
take
from
notes. We
above.
got to lock in, guys.
We'll then simulate some sensors on the car. These sensors work by ray casting and detect if
Sensors.
the car is too close to the side of the road or to other cars in traffic. To implement these, we'll use a formula for
They work by
segment
ray
intersection.
casting.
Don't worry, I'll
Bro might
explain
have
the math
ADHD.
in
Yeah,
a
I
nice
do.
visual way. You'll see. We'll implement collision detection using the same segment intersection formula. It's great.
All right, so everyone code along with me at home. We're going to have all these sections that we're going to cover. We're going to have the car physics, road generation,
It works
sensors,
with
collisions.
orientation and can
Neural
even
network
support
is gonna be
other
the fun
shapes as
part.
well. Now, all of these are things you don't have
Genetic
to worry
algorithm is
about
gonna
if
be
you're
fun,
working
too.
with real hardware.
Make a real AI car.
The world gives you the best physics.
Whoa, this guy's driving around in the snow. He could be drifting right now. I've driven on roads like that, and dude, let
better
me
than
tell you,
Any simulation.
they're
There are
slick as
plenty
hell.
of roads to drive on. We don't need to create them ourselves. And nowadays, cars
Luke,
have
does
a
the
bunch of
timeout
sensors
end?
that tell if something is touching
I
or
don't know.
around the car.
Bro needs the Addy.
Of
Do we really need a... Okay, here we go.
course, is the really interesting part. You learn how to create and visualize a neural network, an algorithm inspired by the biological neural networks in our brains. I'll briefly explain how our brains work to the best of my ability and teach you how to code
We're going to learn how brains work. Let's go.
something similar ourselves. Then we'll optimize the brain by trial and error. Yeah.
Yes, this
to
is what
keep
I
things
want.
simple,
This
we
kind
just
of
try
program.
randomly generating brains until we get something that works.
I believe he has pre-written libraries in JavaScript that he would use eventually. Great project idea. Yeah,
We'll parallelize this step
I'm just gonna
and
get as
use
far as I
hundreds
can
of
in this
cars at
before he
once
starts
to save
doing-
time. By the way,
JavaScript
this
stuff.
is something you can't do with real hardware unless you're really, really rich. And that's why car companies
Elon Musk
use
mentioned? Are we
simulations
serious?
to train their neural networks as well. I'll also teach you a basic genetic algorithm to optimize faster. But don't expect anything too fancy. This entire system is complex, but I made it so that each component is relatively simple in and of itself. I made this course keeping in mind my high school days back in Romania. So the knowledge you get from school should be enough depending
Do we have
on
any
the curriculum.
Romanians in the chat?
We'll work
Press
with
1.
JavaScript because it's so easy to get started.
Yeah, JavaScript's gross.
You just need an editor and a browser, which you probably have already.
What are you doing? The plan for this stream is to code an entire little mini AI project from scratch by getting through this 2.5-hour course.
I'll teach you many modern JavaScript techniques, so this course is perfect if you want to become a better coder as well as a machine learning expert. Now, JavaScript is not the best choice when doing artificial intelligence.
Also, I got to keep it 100 with you guys. I always do tutorials on 2x speed. I hope that's okay. We can do like 1.7.
But since we're not using any libraries, it doesn't really matter. If you want to learn these in a more useful language like Python, then come study at Karelia University of Applied Sciences. There I teach the same thing in Python as well. And we also study machine learning libraries.
Oh my gosh, should we go take his course in Romania? Or no, in Finland?
But now start your engines, because the course is about to start.
Yeah, 2x tutorials. That's the way to go.
I'll first teach you how to implement the car driving mechanics. You
Let's
learn to
go!
make a car that moves like this.
Oh, we're gonna have to use Pygame. I just realized.
It's not really that hard. You'll see. I'll refresh your memory with some basic physics and trigonometry.
So let's do import Pygame.
We begin with this simple project setup. We have 3 files right here, index.html, main.js, and style CSS, and they're all empty for now. And I'm using Visual Studio Code to write this. And on the right, I have Google Chrome, and you need to have the developer tools open there.
Me
It's
too,
really
bro.
important.
Wait. Is this gonna be a web app?
So if you plan to follow along, have a similar setup. You can use another editor if you want.
Okay, we're gonna have to do... Okay, basic Pygame setup example. We're gonna have to do all of this in Pygame along with him. You should write this in 86 assembly. Dude, that sounds hard. I'm not gonna lie. All right, basic Pygame setup. Import sys Pygame dot init. Just starts the library or whatever. We're gonna make some constants. Oh, I can't do capital T on this keyboard. I have like a leak code set up. That's a problem. Width height equals, guys, what width, what height should we do? 1920 by 1080. We're gonna make a screen object. Set mode. 500 by 500. 1080, 720. Vice, I'll do what you did. I'll do what you say because you're an OG. You are a real one. 720. Pygame display set mode. I guess it's just a default, and then we're gonna pass in our constants. Okay, cool. Also, guys, while I'm typing this up, I'm curious. What do you guys want to see out of me with a live stream? Like, I feel like coding is some pretty slow-paced content, and we're gonna see how it goes today. That's the plan today. But like, we could just do chatting streams. We could do reaction streams. We could like read articles, kind of like what the Primeagen does. So of course we're gonna put like and subscribe here. Deltarune, I think you're the only one that wants to see me play that game. What's up, bro? What's up, Nowhere Sirazin? Bro, there's no point in learning how to code. That's kind of a crazy take. What if I'm just doing it for fun? You vote for code? Let's go. Do it all in BrainFrick instead? Oh, man. No, I want to see that too. Jamblux wants to see that. Use Pete. Have you seen Doug? Yeah, I think I know where you're going with that. So like and subscribe. We're going to do clock equals pygame.time.clock. And then FPS. Whoa. FPS equals 60. And then we'll do game loop. Running equals true. Oh my gosh, dude. I gotta fix that. while running for event in pygame.event.get if event.type is equal to pygame.quit. Jesus. Pygame.quit running equals false. All right, let's read some chat. Recreate Minecraft. Previous stream was the one time I went to sleep early and then you go live. Oh, I'm sorry, man. You didn't miss much. We just kind of hung out and talked. You're working on your first Godot game? Nice. What's it going to be about? I think the streams where you try out different things that maybe wouldn't fit a video would be interesting. Okay, that's a good idea. Like maybe smaller projects. I love Deltarune too, but bro, the Delta rot. Luke, play Deltarune sometimes, and I will turn into a cottage cheese. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Okay, we're almost there. We're about to have a window pop up. We're on this level of indentation. Screen.fill. I think you can just do a constant like that. Or no, I think this constant already exists. Okay, no, never mind. Something like that. Pygame.display.flip. And then clock.tick FPS. Once again, cannot do a capital S. Why is that not working? There we go. Okay, and then we're almost there. We just do pygame.quit sys.exit. And let's run that. Run in dedicated terminal. Okay, we're getting an error. Int object is not callable at pygame.quit. If event equals... Oh, that's not a function. That's not a function. Run that. Okay, we've got a window. We've got a window. Good luck. Thank you. Don't forget us when you make it big. We'll see. I don't think I'm ever going to make it big. Quit is not a function. Yeah, exactly. Bro is the Godot knowledge. Yo, someone just pressed the subscribe button. Let's go. You don't need a double parentheses for the string? Okay. Nice. Appreciate that. Bro's going to be a big shot. Maybe one day. Guys, really? I think I'm going to grind until I hit 100k subscribers and then I'm going to retire. How would you guys feel if I did that? Cooking stream when? Do you guys want to see a cooking stream? Don't retire. That'll happen too fast. We got like probably another 6 months. If things keep going well, it could all go away. No, you would feel betrayed. Okay. Also, 1 second. I'm just going to check something real quick. Did you use Turtle or Pygame in your chess game? The first chess game, I used Turtle. Okay. So I need a bit of a refresher on Pygame. Also, guys, should I do cam on left or cam on right? I guess cam on right, probably. And I should make this smaller so you guys can see. Okay, I want to make a little box. So let's look up the Pygame documentation. And we're going to look up rectangle, or no. I think we want to make a surface. Objects for images and the screen. And then rectangle is Pygame object for storing rectangular coordinates. Rec.scale, rec.update. Flip. Or no, blit. We will find you if you retire? Oh my gosh, what the hell? Cam in the middle? I think what I actually should do is like a bottom right cam. What if I did... Whoa. Whoa, wait, what if I did... something like... Oh wait, hold on. That's probably best. But then I gotta put my chat... This is gonna mess everything up. No, that's not gonna work. What do you think about making a software that can make a difference in someone's life in a good way, of course? I don't know. I don't know if I'm capable of that quite yet. Let's just move the face cam down. And that'll probably be good enough. Do you guys agree? And then Twitch and YouTube, I'll move up a little bit like that. Or no, I could put this over here. Is this a good solution? Where should it be? Low-key just delete the Twitch chat? I can. Are you a hater of Twitch? I could put it here. You guys wouldn't be able to see the terminal. Make the chat smaller. Let's try that. I can't do both at once. Are you kidding me? Okay, tell you what. We're doing no chat today. We're going to do something like this. Or here. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is so annoying. We'll just do this. Okay. We continue on. What do you think about a game with a AI in it that's making more content in real time while you're playing the game? That sounds really advanced. ADHD SMH. Goodbye, YouTube. Okay. We're going to keep on here. I got to remember how to blitz something with Pygame. So let's make so we're gonna have game loop. This will be, why is that not working? Render. Render. And then we'll have a section that says update all objects or update all things. And then we'll do apply. Oh my god, I cannot type. Game logic. You ever consider making hardware stuff? Yeah, maybe one day. I think that'd be fun. Okay, so at the top here, Pygame basic render rectangle. I just want to look up what the thing name is. It's pygame.draw. Pygame.draw.rect. So let's do pygame.draw.rect. Oh my god, dude. And then it's going to be surface. The first surface is which one to draw on. So it's going to be screen. Color value. Let's do white. Oh my god, guys. How do I unbind keybinds? Keyboard shortcuts. Shift T. Here we go. I gotta unbind these. How do I just remove it? Reset. Reset. Okay, there we go, finally. Okay. Screen, white. The rectangle, so this will be... Let's make our rectangle. Let's make it a constant. Player equals... It's a tuple, right? Yeah, it's just 4 numbers. So let's do 100, 100, 100, 100. Use Notepad. Can you shout out my name? Divine. Shout out Divine. Shout out official Enterworld. How long have you been coding? Like 6 months here and there. Maybe 7 months. Player is gonna be our rectangle. What else? Width? 0. Okay, so I don't know if we need the rest of those arguments. Also, this needs to be above this. Not working. .display.flip. Oh, I see the issue. I see the issue. This needs to be here. Say, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Look at that. We did it. We got a rectangle. We got a rectangle. So this is the size. Width. I gotta remember how to change its position. Oh, so I think the first two are the size. Or it's either the first two are the position and the second two are the size. Let's try to figure that out. Yeah. Okay. So that's not actually going to be a constant. We're going to do player rect. And then we're going to go to game loop while running. We're going to change this to handle events. It's all coming back to me. And then we got to do the whole Pygame inputs. This is what we want. Keys equal. So this has to be Pygame.key. Sorry guys, this is gonna be just the setup. Always takes me a second to first get going, but then it's like we only have to do this once. If keys, and then we're gonna index it with Pygame.k left. Sure, and we'll do that too. Well, let's just make it, it's just my game, it doesn't matter. Key A, then we'll do move left, and then we'll do if keys. Okay, I don't need this anymore. No more AI. No more AI today. Pygame.kd move right. Okay. Expected indented block. Right. I'm sure you did expected indented block. So player. This is not Raylib. I guess what I probably want to actually do is do player X. Well, let's do something like this. Class player. That's not a function. Class player. Define init. And we'll do self dot x equals. Wait, let me think about how I want to do this. Why do you use Pygame and not Pygames? Change player rect to not be a tuple. Okay, it should just be an array is what you're telling me? Hold on, wait. Let me just take a moment to think ahead and just stop typing. I don't think we need player to be a class. We could just have a... I kind of just want it to be a class so I can store the X position, Y position, like velocity, all that stuff in like one object. Just make a rect class with X, Y, width and height. Object-oriented programming. You should code triple T, aka beautiful tung sahur. Have you seen FaceDev? No, I haven't. Pygame CE is better. Oh, community edition, cool. Guys, should I go OOP? Should I go OOP? Vice is saying to make this a rectangle. But there's already a rectangle object, I think. So let's just do, for now, we can always change this. Self.x is equal to 100. Self.y is equal to 100. And then we'll do self.rect is equal to... Can I do this? Self.x, self.y. Is this a silly way to do this? No, because then it's all just organized. You've never used a class in my life? I would make your player have a Pygame rect object. Yeah. Self.x, self.y, self.size, self.size, and then we'll do self.size. Yeah, but if you change x or y, then it won't update. Well, in our loop, we can do self.rect is, we can make a, so let's do define update player. We'll do define update player, and we'll do self.rect is equal to this. Right? I need to pass in self. What's up, Happy Spike GD? Oh, bye. See ya. You can add a draw function that takes the x, y, and size, so you can remove self.rect and just build it on the spot. Right. Should I just call this draw, you think? Draw. Well, I don't know. I don't think it hurts me to do this. So let's do player equals player. Player equals player. And then pygame.draw.rect. Oh. We can put this. I see. We should do like an update position one. And then we should do a draw self. And then in here, are you making a car? So shouldn't the class be car? Yeah, we'll get to that. Genuinely, what does a class do? I still don't know. Bro, you should be in class then, if you don't know. Got him. Absolutely got him. Also, stand by, folks. Stand by. I'm just checking something really quick. Dang. We got 38 people just hanging out. I appreciate that, guys. That's sick. Okay, back to this. Nope, back to this. All right. So draw self. You could add a draw function that takes x, y, and size, so you can just remove self.rect. Oh wait, I already read that. So pygame.draw.rect. We're gonna put it to screen. We're gonna do self.color is equal to white. So we can go here and we can do self.color. And then we'll do self.rect. Typically for game objects like player, you have a init, destroy, update, and draw functions. Are you saying stop to the people asking for Deltarune, or are you telling me to stop? Also, I should turn my light on, guys. Hold on. The sun is going down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chat, you fell down. You fell down. Are you okay? Are you guys hurt? Oh, stop to the people talking about Deltarune. I see. What if ambient music? We are being abused. Yeah, let me get some more music going. Okay. Oh, also I didn't change my recording folder, guys. It's a big mistake. Also, that's probably a bit too loud. All right, we're almost there. So update position. Where was I? What was I doing? What was I doing? Self.rect. So we're gonna do screen, self.color, and then self.rect. So in handle events, well no, in update all things, we'll add player dot update position. Player dot X. Well, we're gonna be moving left. Wait, how does Pygame work? The X starts at 0 on the far left and then goes up. So yeah, we want to subtract X. Minus equal 1. And then we'll do player dot Y plus equal 1. Pass screen in draw functions argument. Oh. Draw. Self. Screen. Good call. Good call. Thank you for that. And then we'll do player dot draw. And then we pass in the screen. Appreciate you calling that. Appreciate you calling that. Okay. Also, I didn't see the reactions when I dropped the camera. He said, ouch, man, why? That's funny. Look at good code to make good code. Some coder, I think. Yeah, I need to review more code. Making your own version of Pygame. Oh, make my own version of Pygame. Okie dokie. Player to update position. And all that's gonna do is just apply, it's just gonna update the rectangle. And then we're gonna render. And let's go ahead and run this. See if we run into any issues. Am I crazy? What did I do here? Oh, I see the issue. I see the issue. We don't want Y, we want X. Okay, cool. So we have some movement. And now we just need to do this 2 more times. Why is pasting so weird with indentation? Does anyone know? W will be player Y. It's gonna be minus, yeah. So we're already good. And then player Y, we're gonna S. Yeah, that should be good. Let's just make sure. We should have some movement now, WASD. Hey-oh, look at that. Because indentation sucks. What AI are you making? So we're gonna be following this tutorial. I'll show you guys. We're gonna make this car. Can I get the car on the screen, please? Hello? Hello? Show the car. This is the AI. We're following this tutorial today. And he's doing it in like JavaScript and like putting it in a web page. So I was just getting Pygame all set up. Wouldn't you want it to have delta time? I still don't understand delta time. The player is very slow. Yeah, the player is very slow. I think there is an extension that fixes the pasting. Bro's been working for 30 minutes and is 4 minutes into the video. But he'll use Canvas. Well, we'll jump ship if we need to. Also, let's get rid of 1 and let's make a variable like a good boy. Also, guys, something I still don't know is how should I organize my files. Like, should I put this class in like its own file and import it? Delta time is for delta time turns units per frame into units per second. Okay. So it like would stabilize it across frame rates. Delta time is for ensuring the game runs. Yeah, okay, I see it is despite frame rates. Componentize things that are reused into their own file. Okay. But do I just have like a utilities file and I put every single function in class over in that? Is that what I should do? Like, how do I organize the utility files? What's the best practice? No, put large chunks of code in different files for readability. Start coding GTA 6 in Python and release it before November. Do you guys think I could vibe code GTA 6 before November? Okay. We've got some movement. It is not V-synced though, that's for sure. Well, it won't be GTA 6, but it'll be something.
Fancy. This entire system is not the best, so this course is perfect if you want to become a better coder as well as a machine learning expert. Now, JavaScript is not the best choice when doing artificial intelligence, but since we're not using any libraries, it doesn't really matter.
No libraries.
In a more useful language like Python, then come study at Karelia University of Applied Sciences. There I teach the same thing in Python as well, and we also study like this. It's not really that hard, you'll see. I'll refresh your memory with some basic physics and trigonometry, and you'll be able to code this in no time. We begin with this simple project setup. We have 3 files right here, index.html, main.js.
If you ran at a higher FPS, then it'd be moving faster. Okay, should I take the time to make it delta time real quick? I've been told that it's horrible to write everything in one file, but it's so nice. I know, it kind of reduces the headache. Well, let's do this. Let's add a file, and we'll just call it utils.py. And in here, we'll do this. Does this plug his course every 2 seconds? What's up, Jay? Okay, so we'll do that. And then we'll do from utils import player. And that's all it takes, right? Save that, save this. Let's see what happened. Oh, I gotta import Pygame over here too. Okay, cool, cool. Let's try that. There we go, there we go. Modern Roblox is a full-featured engine. Okay, all right. We have a utils file at the very least.
And style CSS, and they're all empty for now. And I'm using Visual Studio Code to write this. And on the right, I have Google Chrome, and you need to have the developer tools open there. It's really important. So if you plan to follow along, have a similar setup. You can use another editor if you want, but I recommend this Visual Studio Code nowadays. Let's begin with basic HTML. In the head, I'm going to write a title for this, and it's going to be self-driving car, no
HTML.
libraries, really. And I use this, but nothing appears here. It's just transparent. And the bottom will make this canvas over in the mid-grade.
Yeah, I'm skipping all this stuff because we're using Pygame.
The neural network. Let's next pretest need to get the drawing context. We will CTN would have a 100x, 100y, and the car maybe has a 30 width and 50 height. All of these are in pixels. And let's draw the car using this context. But we don't have the car yet. This is the thing that we are going to need to define next, the car object. And we are going to do this first by going inside of index.html here and preparing object. And
dun 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 dun. Also, you know what I should do real quick? Let's take arguments here. Let's do x, y, width, height, and let's make this x, y, width, height, xi with height, and we'll do this as width, and we'll do this as height. Do this as width. We'll do this as height. Save that. And then we'll go here. And we'll do 100, 100. What did he do? 30 and 50? By the way, in Minecraft 2, did you normalize the movement vector or no? Because I was trying to go faster by going diagonally. Oh, we gotta... Vice, that reminds me. We gotta react to your world record. I don't know. I don't remember.
We are going to do this first by going inside of...
Okay, let's run this. Self.w. Player object has no attribute w. I see the issue. Okay. Please. There we go. Okay. This is going to be our car.
Index.html here and preparing to import the new file, car.js.
Should I react to it right now? Link it in the
file
YouTube chat.
Here, car.js. In here, I'm going to say
What's up,
class
Nowhere Citizen?
car.
Welcome
so
back.
We are defining our car class, and the constructor for this class is going to have 4 different parameters. So we have here the x and the y, and a width and a height. So these are properties of the car, where we want it to be and how big should the car be. And we are going to store these as attributes.
It took 1 hour for Luke to make a car while yapping
so
with
the car
chat.
remembers where it is and how big it is. Now,
Look, because we're literally ahead of the tutorial right now. Like he said, he's telling us to do all the stuff we just did.
Being called. So that draw was a method, and it looks something like this. It gets a context as a parameter, and in here we begin path, and we are going to draw a car as a simple rectangle for now. The rectangle is going to start at an x and y location. So I'm going to use this.x minus this.width divided by 2. So the x of the car is going to be the center inside the car, and it's going to have parts in front, behind, left and right. So on the top.
Should I do that?
Bottom, left and right. The y value, I subtract half the height. So here we also need to specify what is the width and height of this rectangle like this, and ask the context to fill it like so. And
hold on, wait. Let me think about what he's talking about here for 1 second.
Begin path, and we are going to draw a car as a simple rectangle for now. The rectangle is going to start at an x and y location. So I'm going to use this.x minus this.width divided by 2.
Oh, I see. So this is how he's defining his rectangle. So we could do this.
So the x of the car is going to be the center inside the car.
The x of the car is going to be the center.
And it's going to have parts in front, behind, left and right. So on the top, bottom, left and right. The y value, I subtract half the height. So here we also need to specify what is the width and height of this rectangle like this, and ask the context.
Yeah, he's making it so it's the middle. I'm just trying to think about... So I would just have to go here to my rectangle and do self.x minus self.width. Self.width divided by 2, right? And then I'd be chilling. And here I could do self.y minus self.height divided by 2. And that would center it, is what you're telling me? Guys, is that what you're telling me? I think failed to send. Did my link get removed by YouTube? Link it in the Discord. Link it in the Discord right now. We'll react to it. We'll react to it. What are you guys talking about in the Discord right now? All right, so now that should be centered just like his.
To fill it, like so.
Well, we're going to have to do that down
and
here.
refresh the page, you can see the car.
So let's copy that and paste it here. Whoa, what's up with the indentation, bro? And let's make sure this still works. Seems like it's working. Wait, is Minecraft 2 from the Godot video? Okay. Guys, real quick, we're going to take an intermission to react to the world record of the game that I made in the Godot video. All right, this is going to be a clip. Wait, this is going to be a clip. Hold on, let me end my recording session and start a new one so we can put this as a clip. Guys, how should I introduce this? Should this be a short? Okay, I'm going to start recording. So I made this game for a video the other day, and someone just sent this to me. It is, apparently there's a developing speedrunning community for my game, and this is the current world record, 47 seconds. I can't even imagine beating this game in 47 seconds. There's gotta be some like crazy movement in this game. So I'm excited to check this out. Let's watch. All right, looks like that was the end of like a previous attempt. That's how a lot of these world records start, right? They just, you know, they're going for runs, you know, back to back to back to back. All right, good movement. I mean, just like beelining up the platforms, kind of what you expect to see. No crazy tech so far. Okay, I think that's an exploit right there. Holding space might like up your velocity a little bit. Wow, he kind of takes that edge tight. Kind of cool. That is crazy. Did you guys see that? Let's back it up. Hold on. These balls, they normally are really hard for players to get past. They have to, you know, jump one at a time, barely stop when they're on top of them. But what this guy is doing, what Vice is doing here, the world record holder, he is just skipping the entire section. That's crazy. One jump. He jumps on one ball. All right, we've made it to the subscribe section. What just happened? Oh my God, he cut left. He didn't even mess with the platform. This is insane. Okay, so he's in the arena now. He's in the arena, making a beeline for the op. He's coming up on the fight section of the game. He's gonna have to defeat a couple waves of enemies. Music changes. Whoa, what is the spam tech? How is he firing so fast? I've never seen a player fire this fast in Minecraft 2. This is crazy. Okay, on to the boss rush. And just like that, time. And the timer stops automatically. 47 seconds is crazy. That's unreal. Oh my gosh. That's legendary. I can't believe 47 seconds. Yeah, all right, well, we'll have to wait until someone beats it. Looking forward to the next world record. All right, there we go. I reacted. Okay. Also, dang, do we really have 37 people watching me right now? Really have? Okay, anyways, guys, we gotta lock back in. I'm being an ADHD guy. Okay, I'm recording again. Back to the video. You should credit the creators. Oh, I name dropped him. If I upload it as a clip to my second channel, I'll name drop him. New recording. All right. Back to our tutorial.
Or at least a black rectangle for now. The car is here at 100, 100. So on computer screens, the y-axis actually goes downwards. And the 0, 0 point relative to this canvas is actually right up here. Now, this is really boring as such. I'm going to teach you next how to move the car using the keyboard arrow keys. So for now, let's just pretend that we have here some controls. Like this controls is equal to new controls. And let me link a new file here in index.
We're going to need a self.direction.
And also create controls.js. And we will do a similar thing as previously. So we need a class for these controls and a constructor. The controls object will have 4 different attributes. One of it will...
Okay, we're going to do this
go
too.
Forward, one of it for the left, one of it for the right, and one for the reverse, like this. And I set them to false initially, but these will change depending on what you press on the keyboard. So I'm next going to define a method for adding so-called keyboard listeners, so that we have a piece of code that checks whenever we press a key or release a key. So I'm going to call here add keyboard listeners, and this is going to be a method inside of the controls class, like so. The reason I put here this hashtag in front is because this is a private method. You can't access this from outside of this controls class, and you shouldn't. It's its own responsibility. So
you know what I've noticed across programming languages after trying so many? We cannot make our mind up on whether we should capitalize or not capitalize booleans. Booleans. Self.reverse equals false.
Keyboard listeners look like? Well, we will add a key down event to the document.
Gang, just
and
spell
set
false.
this
Sorry,
to
bro,
be
it's
equal
hard.
To this arrow function.
It's
I will
hard.
explain arrow functions in just a second.
Should I teach my cat how to code? I'd be impressed.
So, depending on the key that was pressed, if this was the arrow left key, we are going to set this left to true and break, and do the same thing for the arrow right key, like this. The arrow up key for forward.
We may not need this.
And the arrow down key for reverse. And that's it. But we also need to know when we release a key. So I'm going to actually copy this code.
I think Pygame does all of this for us, actually.
Here, like so. And this is going to be on key up. And all of these things are going to be set to false.
Oh, how do you comment out from highlighting again?
I want to
Shift
debug
plus what?
if all of this code that we wrote works. So I'm going to put here a console table. This.
How do you comment out a whole block when you're highlighting it?
I'm going to output this entire object into the console in a table format. When I press a key and when I release a key, I save the file, refresh,
Control
and every time I press
slash.
something, like now I'm pressing the up key.
There
Now
we
I
go.
released
Thank
the
you,
up
guys.
key.
Thank
Now
you.
I'm pressing the down key. I released the down key.
Yeah, command
left.
slash on Mac.
And right, you can see the values in the console have changed. So this code seems to be working. Great, but why is it working? So let's look a little bit up here. And this part of the code may be a little strange to you if you're
Whoa,
not
just
familiar
gave me
with this arrow
$2?
function notation.
Lowercase
This is
on
actually
top
the same thing as writing
for the
here
booleans.
function of event like this. So we say that on key down, this is the function that you are going to call. But if you write it like this,
Thank you for the $2 or for the
this
€2.
here stops referring to the object here, to the controls object. It
Big
actually
supporter
refers
over
to
here. I
this
appreciate
function
you.
right here. And if I undo and use this arrow function notation, this continues to refer to this object right here. So it's a difference in how these two type of functions work in JavaScript. And it's convenient to have it in this way. Now controls are triggering, but let's move the car with them. So I'm going to go to car.js, and we are going to write here an update method. This update method.
He was like, controls are triggering. I'm like, what's so triggering about controls? I don't get it. No, that's not what he
going
meant.
to check if the controls say forward, let's just move the car upward. So that means y minus equals 2. Remember,
$3. All caps on top. Whoa, we have a debate sparking in the chat. Thank you for the $3, guys. I appreciate it. Yo, I don't know. 3 is more than 2.
y increases downwards on a computer. And if these controls are reverse, then we add 2 to y so that it goes downwards. Now this won't do anything just yet. We need to go to main.js here and start to animate. So I'm going to write here animate and define an animate function like this.
Can you rotate a rectangle? Can you rotate a rectangle in Pygame? No, but you can rotate a surface. Okay. Draw surface Pygame. Screen.blit. Player.draw. Player self.rect. So it'd be screen.blit custom surface and then to the coordinate. So we're gonna have to change this all to a surface because we're gonna oh my god, $3.01. This debate's gonna make me rich, guys. Screen.blit self.surf self.x self.y, and then we're gonna have to change this to a surface. Surf equals the x and the y, just the width and the height, so it doesn't have a position. Oh, well, we pass this in down here. Well, the X and the Y. So we'll just do self.surf equals pygame dot, where did it go? Surface, and then self dot width. Wait. Custom width and height. Yeah, width and then height. But then this needs to be, we could take, hold on. I'm deep in the context right now. I cannot talk, I'm deep in the context. We're gonna take the X argument like that. And we're gonna take the Y argument like that when we initialize. Okay. Guys, stop. You're making me feel guilty about all these dollars you're giving me. I think R does too. Lowercase better. I know, it's literally different every single time. Okay. Let me think. So now we're making the X. But why is this any different? We're making the X the center of the shape. And we're doing width and height as normal. And then we're doing pygame surface is self.width, self.height. And then when we draw it here. But don't we still want a rectangle so the rectangle is the hitbox? I shouldn't have deleted any of that. Hold on. Let's copy this. And let's do... Whoa. Let's do this. Oh my god. Copy that. We'll copy that. And then we'll do self.rect is equal to this. And then this is equal to self.x and self.y. And the rectangle always needs to be the same size. And then here we still update the rectangle just by doing this. And at this point, I don't want it to look like this. This is riveting content. All right. So we're gonna make the rectangle, and every time we update the position, we're gonna move the rectangle to wherever X and Y is. And then when we draw, we are going to actually draw a surface. Screen.blit, self.surface at X and Y. Okay? We all agree with this, right? If I stay for the entire rest of the stream, do I get mod? Are you the guy that was asking for mod last time? I invested for the last 5 months in Luke only for this argument. It's so good to see that you're still around, Luca, because I was kind of starting to worry. Well, not worry. But I was like, did this guy just sign up and forget that he's a member? I'm like, I hope not. Player object has no attribute W. Okay, we'll do it like this. And that should all be the same. Okay, but our surface we cannot see. We need to fill the surface. Do we only need to do that once, or do we need to do it every single loop? Self.surf.fill color value white. Oh, wait. Let's do this up here. And then self.surface.fill self.color. You need to also offset X by half, X and Y by half its size in the update. So do I need to reset? Oh, do I need to do this as well? Will this solve my ailments? Self.y minus self.h. You don't use rect, so just do it in draw blit. We're going to use the rectangle as a hitbox eventually. Look at line 18. Surface self dot, oh. Self.h, okay. So many selfs, Jesus Christ, so many selfs. Okay. I think we should have everything here. So now all that. What the hell? Why is he moving? Why is he moving? That was not me pressing the buttons. This is somehow changing the position. I think this looks like it's working, but the issue is now the center isn't getting updated. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying I need X equals Wait, what do you mean, Vice? Do X equals not self.x? X equals ... not self X. So you want me to pass this in as an argument here as well? But like, how would that be any different? Self.x minus self.w divided by self.rect dx. I am putting this in I'm putting a pin in this for now. To do later, fix centering. Centering should happen here. Update position, missing arguments X and Y. Remove first self and in self.rectangle pass just that X and Y. Remove first self. Okay. I see. So do I not need the XY argument at all? I remember you, I promise. I'm copying some code out of Twitch chat right now. Is this all I need? Center XY? Remember me from last live stream? Yeah, I remember you. Welcome back. Okay. Because he's about to start rotating this car.
I'm going to draw the car using this code we had previously, like this, and call request animation frame with animate, like so. Request animation frame calls the animate method again.
I like when he looks straight at the camera like that.
Per second. It gives
I feel like we're making eye contact right now.
the illusion of movement that we want. Now we can save the file, refresh the page, and when I press down, something happens. So the car updates and redraws itself, but all the past positions of the car are still there.
Hi DJ KK Code
now,
Vibes, goodbye.
Takes a while, but then it reaches again the top part and you start seeing it again. But
Do you remember me from the last live stream? No, I don't remember you.
We need to fix this. And actually, we need to fix something else as well. If I'm going to resize this console here, you will see that this canvas here doesn't stretch to fill the screen vertically anymore. This bothers me, but it's great because refresh not the trail anymore on the screen inside moves. So give the car a speed attribute and an acceleration value like this. And here instead of changing the y value on forward, we are going to say that the speed will increase by the acceleration.
Here we go.
This. And
okay. Self.speed. We have a lot of self.speed is equal to 0. Self.acceleration is equal to 0.2.
I'm going to copy this here below, but with minus.
And he's doing speed plus or equal to self.acceleration. We'll do player.acceleration. We'll do that for all of these. He's going to be very slow. When will the stream end? When my AI is perfect. Oh, so slow.
And here I will say this.y minus equals this.speed. I save the file, refresh the page, I press down.
Okay. And then in update, he's doing this.y minus equal to this.speed.
I press up. Whee! Okay, we need to stop the car from going too fast and implement some friction. So I'm going.
Hold on.
I press
what is
down.
different about his setup?
I press up. Whee! Okay, we need to stop the.
In his update, every single run through, he's doing self.y minus equal to the speed. So he's always applying the speed. So we can do self dot, well, we can do self dot y minus equal to self dot speed. So let's experiment here. Let's run that. Self.y minus equal to self.speed. In update position. You're not updating speed. Yeah, when he presses the button, he's doing player.speed minus equal to. You're right. And then just update applies the speed no matter what. So let's save that. Yes. Yes, look at that. Okay. And then we just need to apply, well, I guess we only want it to apply to Y. WASD. So D is going to be S, and A is going to be W, and then we're only going to have that. It only took 1 hour and 16 minutes for Luke to make a moving car. Look, man, taking my time. You don't need to update position since you do it in the game loop, right? Yeah, I think we just addressed that. When I'm running into a problem where the moving thing is so slow, I would think it's the speed's fault. All right, well, we made a car. But like he just said, there's no friction.
I press up. Whee! Okay, we need to stop the car from going too fast and implement some friction. So I'm going to go here and say max speed equals to something like 3. And a friction of, let's say, 0.05, like this. And in the update method, I'm going to move...
Hold on, I missed that.
...of, let's say...
Self.friction. Self.friction is equal to 0.05. Oh, I've been doing semicolons.
0.05, like this. And in the update method, I'm going to move here and say, if the speed is more than this max speed, this speed becomes max speed. We are capping it. The same if the speed is less than minus this max speed. But in reverse, I want the car to be...
Max speed equals 3. Let's make my max speed 10. If self.speed is greater than self.max speed, self.max. His face goes from we to... Are you talking about me or from... me or the guy in the video? Self.max speed is equal to...
And a friction of, let's say, 0.05, like this. And in the update method, I'm going to move here and say,
self.speed is equal to
more than
self.max
this
speed.
max speed, this speed becomes max speed. We are capping it. The same if the speed is less than minus...
Did you hear that? He said we are capping. No capping allowed, bro.
Speed. But in reverse, I want the car to be not as fast. I'm just going to divide by 2 here. If it's less than this, then I'm going to cap it to be minus max speed divided by 2. Maybe you want to have a max reverse speed or something declared on top. Feel free to do it. I think it's overkill. Also, there's...
Hold on.
Have a max speed.
God, it's so hard to read freaking JavaScript,
the same
bro.
if the speed is less than minus this max speed. But in reverse, I want the car to be not as fast. I'm just going to divide by 2 here. If it's less than this, then I'm going to cap it to be minus max speed divided by 2. Maybe you want to have a max reverse speed or something declared on top. Feel free to do it.
Oh, then self.speed is equal to negative. And then this will be -2. I see. So that'll give us a max reverse speed. Yeah, so we can't go as fast when we're going backwards. Still no friction, though. Still no friction. Your mod is the most AI person I've ever seen. Interesting. Interesting that you say that. Is this JavaScript? It's Python. We're following a JavaScript tutorial in Python.
I think it's overkill. Also, there's no such thing as a negative speed like what we have here. The negative sign is just to indicate that the car is going backwards. Luckily, this is not a course on physics. Otherwise, I might get in trouble for this. Next thing we do is check if the speed is greater than 0. I will decrease it by the friction, like this. And if the speed is less than 0, then speed increase.
Okay, so now in our update function, we do... Also, we should add comments. Check for max reverse speed. Check for max forward speed. So many indentations. If self.speed is greater than 0, then we're going to do self.speed plus equal to self.friction. Then we do if self.speed is less than 0, we do self.speed minus equal to self.friction.
By the friction, like this. Now I save the file, refresh the page, press down, and the car is moving. I released and it slowed down a bit and then it stopped. I'm pressing now up and I release. you can see it's still moving a little bit before it
I
stops.
think that's backwards.
And I think that this feels quite okay, but at the moment the car is only going forward and backward, and the left and right don't do anything.
It is backwards,
One small
guys.
issue though. Let me see if I can get it to happen. Okay, if you release in just the right way, you will see this. Let me zoom in.
It feels like a
little bit
car now.
more.
You guys can't tell because
See,
you're
the
not
car is
controlling
actually
it.
always moving. It's constantly moving, no matter if we press a key or not. Actually, if we don't press any key, and it's moving by a very,
That's
very,
incredible.
very small value. And that's because if the speed is not equal to 0 exactly, then this friction is going to bounce it around, and eventually it's going to move it forwards by a very, very small value.
Update all things,
So,
render.
to fix this, we can actually write here if the speed has an absolute value that is less than the friction, just have it become 0 like so. And this is going to work. No need to test anymore. Let's implement the left and right.
This is going to work. No need to test. What did he say?
Become 0. So
What's the issue?
to fix this, we can press a key or not. Actually, if we don't press any key, and it's moving by a very, very, very small value. And that's because
I don't think mine has that issue. Oh, it does have that issue. Is this a floating point value issue? Wait, does it? Oh, I see what's happening. I see what's happening. How would I solve this? Probably not what he's doing.
if the speed is not equal to 0 exactly, then this friction is going to bounce it around, and eventually it's going to move it forwards by a very, very small value. So to fix this, we can actually write here if the speed has an absolute value that is less than the friction, just have it become 0 like so. And this is going to work. No need to test anymore. Let's implement the left and right
Who are you talking to,
controls
Rolo?
next. And say as before, if we press left,
Luke
X
learns
gets
physics.
-2. And if we press right, X gets +2. Notice how I implement
Oh my god, guys. Stop distracting me. So he's saying if absolute self dot speed is less than self dot friction, because friction's such a low value, then we're going to set it to 0. I see what's happening.
gets -2. And if we press right, X gets +2. Notice how I implement the basic thing first and make it more advanced afterwards. I really want you to get the idea that everything can be improved. But
And what was the last thing he did?
left and right controls next. And say as before, if we press left, X gets -2. And if we press right, X gets +2. Notice how I implement the basic thing first and make it more advanced afterwards. I really want you to get the idea that everything can be improved, but that you can make a complex system even with easy components. I mean, by the end of this course, you will have a self-driving car, no matter if it moves like now or if we implement better physics into it. Now, if I refresh and zoom out a bit, now if I press left and right, the car moves in a very, very funny, non-realistic way, but this is actually how cars move in some games, for example. So if you want to make a self-driving car for a
I thought we were going to make it turn. What was the whole point of doing the surface, man? I thought we were going to make it turn. Wait, here's the thing. What he did and what I did, I think I want to be a little different, because the project that he showed was like the car driving on one vertical road up and down and like having some sensors come out. I want to make the car rotate when you press left or right. I want to like give it a direction, you know what I'm saying? And so it turns 45-degree once. Guys, what do you think I should do? Should I try to... Also, oh, it would require a little bit of math to make... It would require a little bit of math to make it turn left and right and then move in that direction exactly, right? Because it's going to be precise angles. If you want to make it turn and W moves along, then you'll probably need vectors and rotation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in his little preview for the course... Okay, we're at 25 minutes, guys. Remind me that we're at 25 minutes.
We're not using any libraries. It doesn't really matter. If you want to learn these in a more useful language like Python, then
wait, hold on. Am I crazy? Didn't he show us the car turning?
Try.
Yeah, look, the car's turning here.
But what are now all of the same section?
Yeah, look.
Formula. It's great. It works with any orientation and you'll see. We'll implement collision detection using the same segment intersection formula. It's great. It works with any visual way. You'll see. To implement these, we'll use a formula for segment intersection. Don't worry, I'll explain the math in a nice visual way. You'll see. We'll implement collision to follow the car on the road, like a drone is filming it from above. We'll then simulate outside, but making this kind of simulation is maybe even harder than doing it for real. Let me explain. In this course, you'll learn how to implement course. It's a course for creative tech you to make a self the hood. Now, before you say anything, yeah,
his
it won't
car's
be a real
turning.
car you drive outside, but making this kind of simulation.
So that get, I think he's eventually gonna get us there. So let's just keep following
Now, if
along
I
for
press
now.
left and right, the car moves in a very, very funny, non-realistic way. But this is actually how cars move in some games, for example. So if you want to make a self-driving car for a game, then this might be enough for you. But I'm gonna teach you how to do better than this. And actually, I don't like this for one important reason. We are breaking the laws of physics. We have here the value for this maximum speed, and we can reach that maximum speed by going forward like this. But if I press right now, I'm actually going faster than the maximum speed, but diagonally, because I'm going the maximum speed vertically and a little bit to the left in this case. So this is bad for many reasons. Let me teach you how to fix it. We are going to go up here and define an angle. Let's set it to 0. And here, instead of doing this, we are actually going to modify the angle to increase by 0.0.
Here he goes. Here he goes right now. What is this? Yo, someone sent a gift? Stay hydrated? Yo, yeah, I'll take a sip of water right now. Thank you so much. What are joules, guys? What are joules? Hydration. You know, Luke, you have no mods in Twitch chat. That could change. It could change. It could change. Can you handle the power? Whoa, another one. Sent jammin'. Guys, what are the joules? How much is a joule worth? But thank you for the joules, bro. All right.
3. So this is bad for many reasons. Let me teach you how to fix it. We are going to go up here and define an angle. Let's set it to 0. And here, instead of doing this, we are...
All right. So we're going to do self.angle. I'm getting a lot of selfs, but I think we need all of them. All right, self.angle.
Actually going to modify the angle to increase by 0.03, for example.
What did he start the angle at? Another more joules. Thank you, bro.
And bad for many reasons. Let me teach you how to fix it. We are going to go up here and define an angle. Let's set it to 0. And here, instead of doing this, we are actually going to modify the angle to increase.
Okay, so we're going to go here and we're going to do if pygame key A, we're going to do player.angle plus equal to 0.3. And then we're going to do player D, and then we'll do so many stay hydrated. Thank you. That'll be plus equal to that, and this will be minus equal to that. Okay.
By 0.03, for example. And here we have angle minus equals 0.03. So this angle works according to the unit circle. But in our case, the value of 0 is upwards. So it's a unit circle that is rotated 90 degrees. But in our case, the value of 0 is upwards. So it's a... So this angle works according to the unit circle. But in our case, the value of 0 is upwards. So it's a unit circle that is rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise, if you will. But keep this image of the unit circle in mind, of the rotated unit circle in mind, because this is going to be our coordinate system for making rotations. Speaking of which, we can make a very easy rotation like this using the canvas context. First, we save the context. Then we translate to the point where we want the rotation to be centered at. And now I'm going to tell the context to rotate by minus this angle. Next, I'm going to remove here this .x and this .y because we're already translating to that point. And one last thing we need to do is here add a call to context restore, because otherwise on each frame of the animation we are going to translate and rotate and translate and rotate and translate and rotate, and this is going to do some infinite series of translations and rotations that will look pretty funny maybe.
What does ctx.restore do? Genuinely envy Luke's ability to just build. ctx.restore is a method in JavaScript that restores the most recently saved canvas state by popping it off the last in first out stack. It allows you to revert temporarily visual styles. Don't tell them to feel free to spam. Absolutely do not tell them that. You make the best vid. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this in Pygame. But let's think about what he just did one more time.
Next, I'm going to remove here this .x and this .y because we're already translating to that point. And one last thing.
ctx.translate. It moves the origin 0, 0 of the canvas coordinate system. Bro, what are you doing, man? Get this guy out of here. Why not just do it in JavaScript? How it works? We're in too deep with Python.
We need to do is here add a call to context.
We could do a little bit of cheating. How to always point a surface in the direction, in the angle of a variable Pygame. I can move them in X and Y axis, no problem. What I can't figure out is how to move them according. You should double your mod count to 2. One must imagine Luke Twitch emoji. You should do a hydration stream where all you do is drink water. Okay, I think I'm going to take a 5-minute brain break and then we will tackle this problem. I find that, like, if I don't take any Pomodoro breaks, I start to get in trouble. So talk to me, everybody. Guys, ask me interview questions. Let me find some good music here. Oh, coding is hard. I've made so many Pygame games now, and I swear to God, anytime I take like 2-3 weeks off, I come back to it, and I'm like, bro, it's so hard. Do you drive manual or automatic? I don't have a car right now, but I used to drive a manual car. I know how to drive a manual car. What will the AI do? The AI is going to drive a car around a track and learn to avoid the walls. Shout me out, please. Shout out Entery Real One. Would you make Nowhere a mod if he was here right now? Yeah, I would, for sure. What do you do for a living? Fair question, but I'm not going to answer it. I would like to keep that private. If I ever quit my job for YouTube, I'll tell you guys what I do. But I'm not a software engineer. I don't really do anything related to coding whatsoever at work. So on the video for the physics engine, what does it take to get in? Also, yeah, programming's hard. I know 15 languages. That's crazy. So I hate to break this news to you, but I've already kind of selected the roster for the physics video at this point. I picked people where I think one of the biggest things I was looking for was obviously like the ability to record their screen, some experience, and also like if they had a YouTube channel already and I could like see them talking on camera. I picked people like that, or some people that I like knew from my Discord community. All right, thanks. I promise I will tell you guys someday. Do you do a corporate job at your place job? It is a corporate job, yeah. Do a Roblox studio game. I haven't played Roblox since I was like 10 years old. What happened to Kirby? Who's Kirby, bro? Why did you murder me, bro? All I did was dig. Oh, are you are you the guy that was spamming? Nowhere is here right now. Nowhere is here. So you should follow your word and make me mod. See, the thing is you want it too bad, man. It's like that's all you're here for. Do you want to do coding for a living, or do you just want to explore? You know, if that's such a hard question to answer. I would love to be like some kind of engineer for a living. I don't think I'm qualified. I think I have a long way to go, but it would be nice. I would make a lot of money, I'm sure. But right now, low-key guys, I kind of want to be a YouTuber. I've been having so much fun with this. And it's like, if I can keep finding ways to make this work, like this would be awesome to just do this full time. Make me a mod. On God, I went through the hardships of spamming and coming back on Twitch. I am dedicated. I want a 10K monthly salary. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Got killed in cold blood. You should make a Scratch game. Yeah, that'd be fun. I did a little bit of Scratch. Do you edit your own videos? It depends on the video. Sometimes I edit my own video, like the whole AI video, I edited myself. But like the painful languages video, I had like an editor help me out. For every single video, I do a rough cut and a final cut, or a final pass edit for the video. So I have a lot of controls. What's up, Norin? Haven't seen you in a minute. I also just haven't been streaming, so good to see you. 10K monthly salary. Luke is not Mr. Beast. 10K monthly salary is like plenty of money to live in all sorts of places. What's your tips for growing on YouTube? I would say good song. Good song. I would say just start practicing. If you have no experience like with storytelling or editing videos, like just start making videos, because there's a lot of skills to learn. But if you want to do a serious attempt, I would say pick a niche that you're interested in, and you also have some unique angle to bring to the niche. And a good way to come up with that kind of idea is to like take two niches that you watch on YouTube. Like for me, it was like computer science and then like interesting kind of like challenging streamery content, and try to think how you can like bring some ideas over from one into the other that haven't been done before. So like for me, it was like learning, like trying to code a chess game with like no experience. I had seen a similar video in a different niche, and I decided to do that. Is 18 years old the exact limit for your project, or is there some wiggle room, like a month or two? Probably 18 and up, just like to, I don't know. I guess it's not illegal to interact with kids, but I just would prefer not to, at least on camera, show any kids or interact with any kids. Do you need help with anything? Do you need me to send a DC, or you good? Just for programming. I've been programming for about 6.5 years. I do need help with what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to, how do you get, so I have a player object right now, and I need to point him in a specific direction. And then when I press W, so forward, I need him to always move at that angle. So I need to like somehow calculate how many pixels in the X and Y direction he needs to move. You know what I'm saying? Why did you even choose coding? Is it a new hobby? Or I wanted to learn coding to better my career, and I just decided to do it in like a funny way and make a YouTube video about it. 17.66 years old equals kid. Yeah, no, you're not a kid, but it's easier to just have a hard cutoff like that. You know what I'm saying? Luke doesn't interact with kids. Keep this man safe at all costs. How do you get an editor? Like, how did you find an editor? Was it from Fiverr or some other place? Okay, fun fact, I actually went through like a couple editors and they like bailed on me. I found an editor off like some Discord server, and he tried to edit one of my videos and he was like, I hate this, I'm not doing it. And then all the way back when I made the chess engine video, I tried to hire an editor, and he had my video for like 2 weeks and was like, sorry, bro, like I can't do this. So I was like, okay, so I had to edit that. But now I've been working with a guy that I found on YT Jobs, but unfortunately he's going back to college, so I'm kind of cooked. So I'm looking for a new one. But so to answer your question, I would say YT jobs, or if you already have a YouTube audience, like make a post and ask if anyone knows how to edit. It's hard to find an editor that knows. It's hard to find an editor that understands coding too, or at least like the basics. The first chess video was Peak. Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah. I don't know, it's such a different style. I feel like my style's come such a long way. Oh, sweet. Wait. Search up forward direction, but usually you just move the X and Y position every update by something like X plus or equals cosine theta times 001. Okay, wait. Up forward direction. Up forward direction. Pygame. Gamer can only move in one direction. Okay, wait. Let me like write down that formula before. Calculate the next position by using the rotation of the object. Try plus minus on X and flip them if they go negative. I lost your message, dude. Where did it go? Luke is locked in. Here we go. Usually you just move the X and Y position every update by doing something like X plus. Okay. I'm adding that into a note here. Okay. Luke is locked in. Yeah, I am. I just got some brisket and mashed potatoes. Wait, aren't you Lartman Luke? Make an entire game in Brainfuck? I don't even know how you would render a game in Brainfuck. You know what I mean? I used to edit videos, but it wasn't for me, so I locked in on coding. I actually made 3 videos for someone else. Are you looking for editing roles, Math? Because I am looking for an editor who knows about this world. Want me to get on the Lartman Luke account? No, it's okay. W Undertale music? Let's go. X plus or equal to X times cosine theta times 0.001. What's with the 0.001? That just makes it 1%. No, that would make it like 0.1%. Yo, I could legit edit. I'm not half that bad. Shoot me a message on Discord and show me something you've worked on. I think my videos seem a little scary to edit, but I would make all the animation, all the technical animations myself. If you make an entire game in Brainfuck, I'll give you 5 cents. That's sick. Quadratic formula might help with something. Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I remember that from school. Remember the quadratic formula. I'm sadly not using Windows anymore, so I would have to learn DaVinci Resolve because I used a really little copy of Premiere Pro. Well, I would need you to be on Premiere Pro so that I could do final passes on the edit. But like, if you need a license, we could figure that out. I would imagine your original video clips are like 24 hours long. Hell to edit. Yeah, it's literally... Oh my god, do you guys want to see something right now? Do you want to see what the raw footage for one of my videos looks like? 1 for yes, 2 for no. We don't care. Premiere Pro is not available on Linux. That sucks. Do you have an inspo for your video style? I would say my biggest inspo was Bog in just like kind of format and topics. But I've definitely developed my own style, I would say. Like very edited videos. Very edited videos. 1? Okay. You guys want to see how much footage we get? Also, wait, I'm going to stop recording this. We might be done coding for now. Let me open Premiere and then we'll show you guys. Jumper. Wait, I missed you? Did you have a question, Index? How do you manage not letting AI take the wheel while you code? So basically, how do you manage... Test 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay, we're back. We're back. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I know I was talking about something when I got cut off. How do you manage not letting AI take the wheel? I mean, I use AI a little bit, but for the most part, I try to write code by hand. Like, I Googled 5 things this stream and just, like, pretty much copied it from the AI overview. Kirby got killed because of spamming, by the way. He's just timed out. All right, okay. So let me open this Premiere project and let me go to this timeline and give me 1 second for it all to load. So, okay, guys, this is what I'm dealing with here for a Common Luke video. Hopefully I'm not leaking anything. So this is my timeline. There are 3 video tracks, sometimes 4. There's a bunch of audio tracks. One of them is desktop audio, one of them is mic audio. And this is like 16 hours of footage right here. And for this video, we have a keyboard cam. And then under that, we have a faceboard cam. And then we have the screen recording cam. So I have to turn this into like a 15-minute video. Can you believe that? Audio will go off every time you change source. Hi, I'm back. Make me a mod. Yeah, this is 16 hours of footage. Yeah, you don't have to edit. Well, I mean, you record the narration. Why do you look goofy in the screen recording camera? Dude, this whole second day of this video, my OBS was frozen and it didn't update. Also, you know what I like? I like looking at this camera. 7 days of recording. See all my outfits. Whoa, there was a spoiler just there. Also, hopefully there's nothing bad in here, you know what I'm saying? Okay, no more spoilers, no more spoilers. Hey, I love your content and I have a challenge for you. What's the challenge? Fast typing, I think. What are your PC specs? It's a, what do I have? It's a Mac Studio M4 Max, I think. Down. Bro's gotta chill. What is your mic? I believe this is a Blue Yeti. I got it at a thrift store. No, I got it at a pawn shop for $15. You missed my question? All right, let me scroll up. Let me see if I can find your question. LCM? All right, guys. Hey, I might wrap up for the day. I do want to make some progress on this off stream, so I don't have to talk while I'm coding. The chess video where you unlock stuff in your room must have been crazy. That one was crazy. Also, should I give away a couple more memberships before I go, guys? Should I give away my last 5? 1 for yes. We're too distracting. What's your job? Are you like a developer? No, I'm not a developer. Okay. I'm gonna give away 5 memberships, and then we're gonna call it a night. Boom. Best of luck, everyone. Best of luck. Go watch some members only videos. Oh, and Luca sent one too. Thank you, Luca. Okay. Some of y'all got a membership. Rigged, please. Anonymy Mesh got one. Of course it's randoms. Yeah, I think you have to like enable it. It's weird. I don't think it's just like on by default. So sometimes it goes to randoms. Damn, I didn't get one that time. Yeah, that's a bummer. Give me $500, I'm sad. Don't think I'm gonna do that. Okay, everybody. Maybe we'll work on this more tomorrow. I gotta get this done. I gotta get this done like by the end of the month. So, gonna keep working on it. Yeah, you guys all have a great night. See you later. Good night. Thank you for hanging out. We'll do more coding